Well,
Welcome back to the Maximum Impact Show. It's episode 11. We are back in the studio. Paris healing.
slowly but steady.
Yeah, it's good. Good. We're all pulling for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Oof. Okay. It's a lovely spring day in Stockholm. And it's one of those cold and hot and sunny and cloudy, and suddenly you have the flu by noon, and then you're all better by 4.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the hot sweats, and the cold sweats. But it's a sign of this seasonal change, and it's really makes you grateful.
I like that. I like when you narrate the world.
Yes, the seasons. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. We forget that it's a beautiful thing.
The seasons.
Yeah, that
The changing of
makes you
seasons.
appreciate things.
I agree. As a California boy, I bet you forgot all about that.
Yeah, you forget everything. You forget your soul. You leave your soul on the sidewalk, and you just assume everything will be perfect forever.
Yeah.
And then you lose your mind.
It's like here. You lose your mind in the darkness.
Yeah, it's equal.
But
kinda.
then you find it. Like around this time.
You're the great grizzly bear that crawls out of the cave and asks what fucking day it is,
Yeah.
and what your name is, and wonder what you missed.
And now I am rediscovered.
Yes.
Okay, so should we introduce the very fanatic Ted?
Yes, friend of the show, Ted Barrow, Theodore Barrow, is a guy I first met in right around 9/11. Never forget. I started to visit New York and finally became like buddies with him as I started, like, actually lived there. And then he was one of my like 3 or 4 like tight homies. And then he was there kind of doing like, I think he was just out of school. He was just fucking too smart to hang out with us. Like, it was like kind of one of those guys like, what are you doing with a skateboard?
Yeah, I know those.
You're
types.
way too intellectual. Very funny writer. He's now a PhD in, I want to guess, like art history. And he's got a show on Thrasher's website, and he does tours of cities. And he's just a big container of fun knowledge.
Yeah.
A very funny guy and a great skateboarder.
Is it like in the past with the trick review thing? Is that
Yeah,
something he's ashamed of?
No, he does, because he was the guy that skateboard crowd would know from Feedback TS, where you like send clips to him, and he would just slaughter you with like scathing, smug hilariousness, but also kind of self-aware and a little bit of dogging himself a bit, just to balance it.
It was a good time for skating. It was perfect.
I didn't like it at first. I thought it was too nasty. And then I kind of like got around the corner and was like, this is brilliant. And people love doing it. They love getting toasted or roasted by him.
You know, he did one of my tricks, right?
He did. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
That was in
move.
my 15 minutes of fame.
That's awesome.
I think I screen recorded that.
If you ever find that would be
That
good to
would be
slip
so
in.
fun, actually. But yeah.
Now he's moved on. This is like 15 years ago. But now he does a podcast and an Instagram account called Berate the Birds, which I think means yell at them.
And we talked about not doing that.
Yes.
Not being mean to birds.
Yeah, we want to save the birds in all life. But it's another very entertaining thing. I think he's got a Patreon, and he's got This Old Ledge on Thrasher. But he was one of our first diehard fans. He's always supportive.
Yeah, I love that.
He's
love
like the
support.
one guy who's always cheering for me, and now he's cheering for us.
Yeah.
But he had a funny thing on his I guess he did it on his Instagram account, and it was sort of recounting a day near the time he was about to move from New York to San Francisco. And he told a story about just a silly day we had. And I recorded it so we could play it here, and it'll lead into a bigger thing.
Yeah.
So we could watch it now.
Yeah, let's have a look and listen.
And
A look and...
Pear will start.
And I think I knew Chris in his fat stage because he'd come back from LA. He was living in this dingy, just old school tenement deep in Chinatown. Kind of tenement where, you know, when you could imagine that Jacob Reese would have shot how the other half lives in this tenement.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Walls painted red, just some kind of, you know, Peking duck restaurant just blasting duck air into the air shaft of the buildings, closely packed together, crumbling red brick.
How can I pause?
Ancient tile.
That's a good question.
Chris moved from...
So he's talking about when you were fat.
Yes, this is the time of my girth, my great girth phase in Chinatown. It was he'll explain it, but I had just come back from having my mind destroyed by Los Angeles.
Yeah. And we spoke about this in episode 3, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
that's
then,
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Just for
A little context.
I just noticed that his life was terrible. I think fatness was the least of his problems. He lived in a fairly crowded apartment that overlooked the back of the building. He had a succession of rotating roommates, none of whom I ever really got to know. They all seemed to be drug addicts or criminals or thieves.
great.
And he had a poster of Tupac and a couch. And then all of his photo equipment and everything else just seemed to be like stacked up. And he slept somewhere, and I couldn't imagine his giant 6'7" frame, overweight or not, fitting anywhere in this tiny little cramped apartment. He must have been so miserable.
It was.
Yeah.
But being that he's one of my oldest and best friends, I wanted to take him skating. Side note, on my birthday, the last birthday I spent in New York City in 2019, September 9th, 2019, Chris took me skating. This was much later. Chris took me skating to LAS, and then we went and got a sandwich. And then we went and watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood together. And I was having such a wonderful day.
That's cute.
Until I realized that I was turning 43, and Chris was probably taking me skating and hanging out with me and taking me to a movie because he was one of my closest friends and he felt really sorry for me.
Because of the age?
Back to this story. I'm not sure if I felt sorry for Chris or if I just wanted to go skate with him. But at any rate, after we were done skating, we were hanging out at Labor, and I was like, dude, let's just go across the street and get a Power Bowl from Dimes. And he's like, I don't want to go there, man. And I was like, dude, it's fine. You know, since from the time that Chris had left and moved to LA to the time that we were there, Dimes, this area around Canal Street, had transformed. Not only had Labor Skate Shop moved there in 2012, not only had the LAS Park been refurbished, so it was now a major skateboarding destination in New York City, but also all the art galleries were starting to move here. There were these like hip boutiques that sold things like sharpened pencils and fucking stupid clothing and shit. And Dimes was the center of it all. Another side note, I had this girlfriend named Drake who sometime after she dated me, dated another guy named Theo. I don't go by Theo. I think people who go by Theo are assholes. But she dated this dude, Theo Wenner, who was the son of the Rolling Stones family fortune. And he, I think, had torn down a building and then built his own building, the top of which he had a big loft apartment with a balcony that oversaw dimes in Canal Street like a malevolent tyrant. And there was this one afternoon where I was supposed to like meet up with Drake to like have cocktails at Barrow, and then I had to flake because I didn't have any money. And then I ended up going to Barrow anyway, and I saw her there with Theo. And afterwards, she called me up and she's like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, I thought you couldn't go out." And I was like, "Well, I just couldn't afford any drinks." And she's like, "Okay." And I was like, "So I guess you're dating Theo now?" And she goes, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And I was like, "Well, I saw you all together. It doesn't take you don't have to be a brain scientist to guess." And she's like, "Don't you mean rocket scientist?" I was like, "Whatever." Anyway, back to the story. So I had to drag Manute to Dimes.
Manute, that's you.
That's me.
And the thing about New York restaurants, even hip ones, they're tiny. Manute's huge. And I guess he's feeling kind of husky and self-conscious about his huskiness. And he like barely fits in the restaurant. And then we have to squeeze into this tiny little miniature cafe table. And we're, squeezed in cheek to jowl with all these other, all these influencers and fashion people and, actors and models and wannabes. I realized immediately that this is a terrible mistake, that he hates me for this. But I'm trying to act like everything's cool. I order us a big carafe of water and 2 power bowls. And Chris is kind of being quiet. And I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "No, nothing, dude. This is cool. I'm getting eye fucked by Jonah Hill." And I was like, "No." I was like, "Jonah's here?" And he's like, "What?"
Okay, so you're going to some kind of restaurant or something.
It's the epicenter of the scene within the scene.
Yeah, okay.
Like in at that point in the Lower East Side, it's like every kid with money and without money who's going to be a star is there. And it was one of the places like you're just like, I'm not, what the fuck? Like this place, I don't even want to go in there.
He's dragging you there.
Yeah, because Ted was still like, he was very good at like straddling the underground and then the fancier above ground earthlings. So he'd probably been on like 5 dates in there already.
Ah, perfect.
Let's see if it locked up again. So this is more his element, even though you'll find that maybe it's not so much.
You're sitting there and then this happens.
And Chris is kind of being quiet. And I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "No, nothing, dude. This is cool. I'm getting eye fucked by Jonah Hill." And I was like, "No." I was like, "Jonah's here?" And he's like, "Wait, Jonah's here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know Jonah. We go way back," which is true. I skated for Hot Rod. Jonah grew up going to Hot Rod. And as a matter of fact, his movie Mid-90s, which is very good, is about his authentic experience. He's not some fucking Hollywood person that wanted to make a movie about the coolest new thing. If he wanted to make a movie about the coolest new thing, he would have made a movie about gaming and Little League baseball. He made that movie from the heart. Anyway, and I know him, legit. So I look behind Chris's giant hulking husky shoulder and I see, sure enough, Jonah Hill sitting at a table 3 tables away. And he looks over and sees me and I say, "Hey, Jonah." And when I do this, I end up knocking over that carafe of water from that tiny table onto Chris's camouflage cargo short wearing lap. I should mention that he's like twice as big as everyone in the cafe. He's wearing a sleeveless, like, Motorhead shirt, camo cargos. We're carrying skateboards. And I've just knocked a carafe of water onto his lap because I had to make a gesticulating point that I, in fact, did know Jonah Hill. Chris just gets up and leaves. And I try to act like everything's normal, carrying on the conversation with Jonah. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm actually doing a movie about the courthouse and growing up at Hot Rod." And I was like, "That's cool. I'm sure it's going to be great." And I think of that story, and I think of how kind Chris was when he took me years later, probably a decade later, to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and go skating at LES and get a sandwich a little further up Orchard Street. And I think of what a good friend he is, not just for doing that with me on my lonely birthday, but also for not ripping my head off and turning my headless corpse upside down and pumping my legs until every last remaining drop of blood emptied from my decapitated stump of a neck, which he very well could have done and should have done at Dimes way back in like 2013.
Yep.
That's a cute story.
It was cute. It's adorable. And Ted is just a sweetheart for that. Yeah, that was, I don't know. I left him there and I don't know what he did. He just sat at a table like he got dumped by his girlfriend, and finished his meal after probably small talking with Jonah Hill in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It was a scene. It was like, it was like a bull in a china shop. Storms out. I walked out and just yelled, "Fuck," and then like went home. Like I was sitting in a chair with like it was like a pretty like bowl shaped chair. So my balls were just in water. Like I was so fucking wet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the time. It was like a rumor of this movie getting made, and I knew like pros that were like, "Yeah, Jonah, I'm gonna play a cop." Like retired pros that like Jonah had looked up to were like, "Hey man, can you be in a scene?"
Yeah.
And then the movie ended up coming out.
It was.
They actually made it.
When was this? 2021 or
Something like that. They probably were like pre-production, right? He said this was 2019, so then it comes out like a year or two later.
Yeah.
But I think it was pretty damn good.
It was great. I mean, I think at that time everybody was waiting for an authentic skateboard movie.
Yeah.
Because there had been attempts.
There's always an attempt every like 5-10 years.
Yeah, and it's just not happening. I remember when they did Street Dreams.
I never even gave that a fucking moment.
No, I saw a little bit, but it was the same talk. Oh my God, it's P-Rod. It's gonna be authentic.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be just like in real life.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, and I guess that was also the talk in the 80s with like thrashing and all that.
I feel like thrashing is probably like a wild story, but it seemed to be set in a relatable, for the time, like it's California.
I mean it's a cool movie, but it's just like it doesn't really talk about what you feel growing up skating, like as mid-90s did. Can you move this cord a little bit? Because I think I'm.
Oh yeah. No, I think one thing that struck me was, and I didn't see Street Dreams because it was an era of skateboarding when I was just like so disinterested. Skateboarding had gotten very like rich, financially, and I think the aim was to be rich and famous. And like, P-Rod, God bless him, but like he was of a generation that was getting sponsored by like car companies and
MTV was popping,
building wealth on
Deer
fame.
Deck
And it was like a very like unrelatable situation for anybody that was actually skateboarding. And I also felt it was one of the most creatively. I'm probably wrong. For me, it was like there was like a creative like deficit in skateboarding. It was just like find the spot, don't even turn or carve anywhere, and just go through a trick list. So it was like a checklist kind of skating. Yeah. Instead of sort of a more creative time, which would have been like up till then in skateboard history. It was like a contest brain applied to skate spots. But yeah, I thought the movie was really cool. It did have some nostalgia. Like it hit me pretty immediately.
But you must have just missed that then, I guess, because you were in LA. No, I mean, because it was shot in LA, right?
Yeah, like LA Courthouse.
Yeah.
And the surrounding areas.
And all the Supreme guys were in it, kind of.
Yeah, because they needed people that were like age appropriate.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool that he didn't just get like who's ever like a famous movie star. Like I don't think there's really any real professional actors in the movie. It's kids.
Yeah, they later became.
Sure, yeah, like they all. But
one of the girls is in Euphoria now and stuff, you know.
Yeah, like.
But the kid was amazing.
He was good, and I think if you're casting kids for anything, it's like a real risky endeavor.
Yeah,
and not just, and then it's like all kids, you know.
Yeah. And if you try to explain this to non-skaters who are listening, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always like a younger guy hanging out with older skaters in a crew.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, often, at least back in my day, I was the younger kid in some crews, and we had a younger kid in our crew later on and stuff. And they're always trying to adapt, and you try to foster them kind of without fucking them up.
Yeah, I mean, you probably fuck them up a little.
Yeah. But that's part of the charm, kind of. That's
and just the life journey. Like you gotta like dabble in dumb things.
They get drunk for the first time.
But for like non-skaters, it's like skating is such a structureless sport or lifestyle, hobby, passion, whatever, compared to sports where you're like, here's your age group, you're within your age group.
Yeah.
Girls here, boys there. And whatever. It's just like very structured, and I think there's like value to that. But in skating, it's just like a mess of people. They're self-policing, but it's not a structured sport. So you do get this wild spectrum of age, income. It's a relatively low-cost sport, so you get like kids from fucked up situations, kids from really good situations, and they just all link up into like, and then like weird stuff, mostly good happens.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that in years, but it was burned in my head. Like it was a good film. It wasn't Shakespeare, but it was a great window into a thing, you know?
Yeah, it was something that I like longed for to kind of relive some of those moments a little bit, even though, I did that in Sweden. It's the same thing. It's like jumping fences, running from the cops,
mischief,
getting drunk with older people, just like tragic family situations. It's like, that's just something that always surrounds skateboarding.
A lot of mistakes getting made.
Yeah. But it's just like you could apply a lot of those characters to your own friends back then. And that felt really cozy and nostalgic, I guess.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to because this got compared to Kids the movie, and I was talking to Leo Fitzpatrick when this came out, and he was the star of Kids, the Larry Clark, Harmony Korine movie that took place in New York, and he was chuckling. He's like, dude, this is actually what it was, and the Kids the movie was like science fiction. Like he was like, we didn't like, it wasn't even. Like city kids weren't even really operating like it was portrayed in that film.
Yeah, it was a bit overkill, you mean, with the partying.
Yeah, he was like, it's all juiced up. It's like the insane version of everything. And he felt like pretty impressed by it, which was kind of cool because his film was sort of like this standard for like the lifestyle that someone just created on a pen and paper, like a pad of paper with an idea, and everyone was like fucking super interested and then like kind of mortified, like that movie made me want to move to New York and obsess over skating and partying and like, like trying to meet chicks. But it was like this like very like kind of unrealistic thing. And, but the filming of that movie was so realistically shot that you believed it was almost a documentary, know? Like an amazing documentary of things you didn't believe could exist.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was nice to hear. He had some good things to say about it. But I think everything, like you said, it was just this universal. That was the industry. It took place where the industry was, so there's a bit more like sponsored skaters, and there's like a bit more story to tell, but I guess that was just Jonah's, what he absorbed.
And I also remember like feeling that it was very authentic with the just hanging out.
The nothingness.
Yeah,
like
the just like the slow, hot days when you're just sitting on the ground, and you know, and that still happens now in the skate shop.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
yeah,
like I got a little kid gang hanging out there every day. They're like, you know, 10 to 13 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And their day just consists of, you know, finishing school, and then you just go out, you go to the shop. Maybe somebody has like 10 kroners, like they have $2 to spend.
Yeah.
And they just walk around all the like supermarkets and try to find the cheapest possible like soda.
Yeah.
Or like a cake, you know, like just craving sugar, and then they just sit.
Yeah.
And they skate and they sit, and like the days are so long, and you just kind of invent your own language kind of, and just, you know, pranking each other, just talking so much shit.
It was sort of like a boredom as like a pastime.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, where you come up with like the prank culture. You come up with like tricks. You come up with inside jokes, because you're just like at 7-Eleven skating a curb and just sitting in like on dirty cement, just like, well, I wonder what's gonna happen. And then you like see a girl, or you see an old guy who's got a bad attitude, and then that spirals into like something.
Yeah. They have so many inside jokes now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I really miss that, because that meant that you have so much time.
Basically.
Like it's just
you're sort of like creating things, because back then there wasn't like a phone to just suck up downtime.
Yeah, true.
But no, I loved it. I thought it was cool. I think it was like the most care taken in explaining it.
Yeah.
You know, and not just being like, you're gonna be famous. I mean, there's like, I remember they have like the one sponsored skate, or the Pro or something.
Yeah.
The tall black kid who rides for Adidas. Or some, I forget, but like I thought the kids, like I knew some of those kids, and I didn't expect them to be in a movie, and I thought like Nakel did a great job.
Yeah.
He wasn't the greatest actor, but you like kind of believed it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, we definitely don't need another one now. It's done now. It's perfect.
Yeah.
We got it.
Or in 20
like another
years.
Skateboarding movie.
Or in 10 years.
Yeah, maybe like
just to like sort of capture the new
in 20
world.
years you can make a movie of how everything, you know, stopped being as potent as it was.
And I didn't want to like it, because I didn't have a backstory with Jonah Hill. I just was like, oh great. Yeah. You know, here comes but the more I asked people, they were like, yeah, I used to see it. And I remember once when I first visited LA, I saw him like cruising around on a BMX over by Fairfax, and he had maybe done one movie, but like most people it was Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
And he was hanging out in like, I think there was a bar called The Dime, coincidentally, or something on Fairfax, a little dive bar. And we'd be in there partying, and then you just look over and it's the kid from Grandma's Boy, like trying to like lean into the conversation. You know, like he wasn't like a famous guy yet, and he still had the brain of like, oh, there's a Tiba. Like, let me kind of like nudge and like laugh along. Yeah. And then Grandma's Boy was such a hit. Like Atiba and Akko were like, dude, you're at fucking Grandma's Boy. Like, ah.
Atiba is a very famous photographer.
Yeah, very, very famous, lovable personality in skating. And
I think we have to remember this when talking about skating, that a lot of people have no idea what we're talking about. So
sure,
we have to be a little bit more inclusive.
Sure, but I mean, it's a subculture. Whatever, get with it. But
posters.
Yeah, like I don't know. I didn't want to. You're just protective of your little thing. You don't want someone else's version. You don't want to have a production monster retell your thing. And I thought it was like delicately done.
Yeah.
And they had like cameos of everybody. There's people you can't see in the film that were there, like. Donnie Barley was a cop, like Chico Brenes. All these like 90s pros were the cops that were chasing the kids out. They're just like random faces. I think Nakel, they just panned to a frame where he's talking to a homeless man, and that's Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Oh, hell yeah.
So like he was pulling some fuckers in, and like certain people you could spot, and then, you know, they don't all make the final edit, but like he really did make an effort to say, hey, this is about like you guys, can you please be in this? And they were all, I remember Donnie was like, dude, it's so fucking cool. Oh my God. I'm like seeing everybody. We're dressed as cops. They're all doing selfies.
Yeah.
Like, so they clearly had some fun. And I don't know. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was close enough to my reality. And that's like all you need, basically.
And I think it paints a good picture for kids that don't, to see back. To like that we're born way after and can see back to like how things were and could be and maybe could never be.
Yeah, for sure. So I liked it. I think that Ted asked us that as well.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what Ted asked.
But that was in DM. But he asked us what we thought about the movie, and now you know, Ted.
Yeah, it was a job well done. And one thing that movie did kind of at the funniest time to like throw back to certain behavior was actually show how people talked.
Yeah.
In the 90s, where, you know, the kids are like, what are you, fucking gay? Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, and I thought that was, I was like, damn, they're getting away with this right now. Cause this came out, right, you know, in the new world that's like governed by human resources, ladies. Like, and that people were like, well, how could you let the kids talk like this? And obviously it was like, well, that's how they talked. Like, what would you do? You got to write dialogue, you know? And that kind of, I guess, kind of leads into like what, which something I discovered a few days ago, which made me rethink my opinions of my arch nemesis.
Who is your arch nemesis?
In my head, I've been battling Young Lean's fame for years.
Arch nemesis.
And sometimes I win the battle and sometimes I lose the battle, but the war is not yet over. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm waving the white flag today.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing.
Because I always had a problem with Young Lean because I was 100 years older than people that like he was aiming at with his music. And I had come from like, you know, Wu-Tang Clan music and Slayer and Guns N' Roses and just like, that era or that style of music. And so when all the Young Lean stuff and all the derivatives started to pop up, I was like, is this serious? Is this a joke? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? So I kind of didn't really pay attention to him. And then I would always like get a chuckle, like when I'd see him pop up. But then I started to see like, he was universally loved by like very creative powerhouses. And I still was like, I don't fucking get this, dude.
Makes you question yourself
kind of, but like also you're just like, well, it's not for me. And like, I don't have to like everything in an age where everybody has to like intensely love everything that's ever happened, you know, or comes out. So I was, very skeptical of the Young Lean thing, you know, just being a grump, whatever, kind of standard. And recently, but I've met him at your shop. I've met him around Stockholm like once, at least I think twice. And very like, I actually said someone introduced this very friendly, polite guy. Didn't have an air of like, I'm the shit, you should fuck off kind of thing. And that was kind of wearing down my defenses. I wanted him to be a dick, like so I could be right, or just have more ammo.
No, I get it.
And so I'd seen him around town, and I've seen him very patiently handling conversations with intense people that are just so hyped that they're talking to him. And I was like, shit, this guy might be okay. Because like, you know, when you can gracefully handle those things, you're like might be a good person.
Or you've just been famous for a long time.
Yeah. Or you just know how to handle yourself. Either way, it's like, you're doing your job well, you're being professional. But I never got the music, and I didn't also really want to give it any, like much of my time, as I only have so many seasons left in my life. So many beach days.
Yeah. Who knows?
I couldn't burn them on a fucking sad boy rapper.
Yeah.
Anyway, so based on an actual deficit of any knowledge of the guy, I was over it. But then this new video came out, and I was like, oh, like I saw a clip, and I was like, it's looking pretty good. Like this, I didn't hear the music yet, so and I saw this little. Someone posted it, and they were like, this is like, you need to watch this video. It's like young men reclaiming their place in society, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, like that's not very Swedish from my perspective. Because this is very like progressive societies. I'm still having conversations with men my age about their, toxic masculinity. And I'm just sort of like, okay, whatever. So I was a little shocked by that caption. So I went and watched it, and it's fucking amazing. It's absolutely fucking amazing.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard there has been talk.
Bangs. And it's like, so well made. There's the way I saw it, which is not because I'm some fucking genius video critic, but I saw it as like they took Dead Poet Society and Fight Club and squished it together. It made him the Tyler Durden or the Dead Poet Society teacher, and he's sort of like empowering. It felt like you could have played Thin Lizzy's "The Boys Are Back in Town" over the video. And you just be like, yes, like.
I heard it's like based on the Rockstar game.
I see that. I don't know what that is.
You never played that?
No, I see. Maybe
it's so funny because that game has been in my like brain the past month. And the other day I found it on App Store. Like you can play it on
like
iPhone.
You could do a phone game. Okay.
Yeah, and it's about like a problematic kid being sent to private school.
That makes sense. I mean, that's in line with like these prep school
and that
movies.
it's the whole aesthetic, and he looks just like Young Lean, the main character.
So,
but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like
could be because I'm not paying attention to this shit. I don't want to play video games, but I could see maybe bullies pulling from these situations because these, that's 20 years old and 40 years old. Those two movies. Yeah. But it is like
it's a video game.
No, I mean the two movies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Those are
of course,
old.
yes. The video game is based on movies,
but they're like they're both stories about like empowering young men.
Yeah,
in a time when it's just like when like men were starting to be seen as like just the cause of all problems, and This video, it's like I was like pumping my fist watching it, and the music's good. I usually have a problem. No, but I usually have a problem with Young Lean's vocals, and like this just hit. I don't know. Do we want to watch it?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Maybe we can watch it on this. I'm gonna try it.
If not, we can just like cruise it on my phone for now.
Yeah, you know what? Can you screen record it?
The whole thing.
Like, and then maybe could like, because it's a long video, right?
It could be. Yeah, I think it's like a Stairway to Heaven. Like.
But let's not watch it because I heard it's a short movie as well. Like, let's not watch that.
So what do you want to do?
Just mute it, kind of.
Turn the volume down.
Turn the volume down. Screen record it, and then we can pause, kind of, and talk. I don't know. Maybe you show me what you want to show me.
So to me, it seems like a bunch of like beaten down young men, and the big dog shows up, and he's just like, "You need to fucking get it together." And he sort of puts them through these like series of like, "We're getting tough," like this isn't like, embrace the monster. I don't know. It could be like a Jordan Peterson thing, but it's just like the chaos of being like a teenage boy.
I'm pretty sure Young Lean is not into Jordan Peterson.
No, but like, everyone, there's like through this whole time of like men are bad. Like there's people, he's one of those people that talked about like, well, boys are little monsters that have to become the monsters and then restrain themselves and be compassionate. But it brought back like the 80s and the 90s for me with like, these are the things that happen in the movies reflecting it should be recording.
Yeah, I just need more light.
So
I can't really see it.
But it just sort of brings back that like let's raise hell thing, you know, like from the 80s, where it's just like be fucking insane and like get in trouble and then deal with it. And it's shot like gorgeous. There's like choreographed dancing, which doesn't make the boys look like, you know, ultra femme ballet modern dancers. They're still like masculine. And I'm not on some like hate women thing, but I've lived long enough where I've seen like this villainization of like boys. And they're left to figure life out, sort of like denying their human nature. And this is just fun to see. Like he's daring kids to take chances and take risks. There is like bullying, which is part of life. But at the end, it seems like he sort of like raises everybody out of their graves and helps them. It's Fight Club. He's like Tyler Durden. You know, he's in like, there's a final shot where he's in a basement and it's that shot from the Fight Club of like Tyler Durden standing there with his crew. And they're all like these empowered guys who have like reclaimed themselves. And the jam is good. It's a knocking jam. But I mean, I when I moved here, like I was at a playground with my son who was like 3, and I looked over and I saw another boy he was playing with, and the boy had a T-shirt on that said, "Inside this boy is a good person." And I was like, oh, fuck, dude, is that how far we've gone? Like way off the cliff. Like you're saying inherently like boys are terrible and this kid has to like ascend into like a asexual, like politically correct human resource product. And I was pretty shocked. And it kind of like shook me for the rest of the day. I was just like, what's happening? So I thought this was great. It was just like, you know, like it could be like the Free Bird solo, like, you know, like it's just this like, like,
I mean, maybe you are kind of right, but to me it feels like it's just like, you know, it's a private school. It's like posh kids being told what to do, kind of, by their parents.
So they're like kind of like beaten down by...
Yeah, but not by society necessarily. It's more like, to me, it feels like they're like rich kids being sent to a private school and they're just, you know, it's almost like a jail kind of. And then somebody with like an attitude kind of shows up.
Yes.
We have the same one. Like there's like almost a Swedish version of this.
This is Swedish.
Yeah, but he's an international artist and it's not set in Sweden.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So... Yeah. But we have a Swedish movie called Ondskan, like the evil, and it's based on like one of our biggest writers' youth in a private school.
Okay.
And it's kind of the same setup. Like he goes there and he's really good at fighting.
Look at the dancing. It's fucking
insane.
No,
this is great.
So but he just comes in and he's just like
he comes in and he like establishes domination over the bigger bullies, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot
like
of
prison
like,
movie.
They're scared of the elders and the rules that are set up inside the school, kind of, and he kind of, you know, shakes the whole establishment there.
Well, what I took from this by the end was that he brought them to life.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks like it for
sure. You know, it's like this. It's this like he's livening everybody up.
Yeah,
and
by being a little devil.
Or just, I mean, he brings an extreme masculinity to the point where like it's a little self-destructive, but I think that's like normal for teenage boys because they're trying to figure out like how to balance all these things in their brain. But I feel like it goes back to like how the kids talked in the mid-90s video or movie, and then it goes back to like the 80s, and it's just like being a teenage boy is like you get roughed up, you do some roughing up, and then you start to like refine yourself. But I don't know. I did not want to like this guy either. And I'm not saying this is a summary of his existence, but I just thought it was like a really well-made music video. For me, it hits things that I don't know that he was thinking of, but watching society go through the decades, it felt good to like see something where it's like it's okay to be a fucking kind of like a.
But I mean that means that he's a great artist because he can touch, all ages kind
this
of.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sure that somewhere a 14-year-old is like, "Oh my god, school sucks so much."
Yeah.
I wish that like somebody like that could
Come
show
rescue
up
me,
and
shake me
like
loose.
just yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it
And that for me was Fight Club.
makes you think, yeah, no, I agree.
Not
That's
the
great.
Fight Club but I could see this, the parallel.
Yeah.
Of some like over the top, unrealistically like terrorist kind of guy, sort of freeing guys that are like stuck in their cubicles and have no purpose and have had to like train their humanity out of their brains.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I like that he's like got in shape too. He's a little less of like he's lost his baby fat and he looks mad serious.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna watch it properly later, but
can you give me a
good.
quick like run through on this guy's like the
career,
the short version? Because I saw him when he was like a little kid, and I thought it was like a parody of a rap video.
I mean, this is in the previous episode we talked about me doing a superhero interview, and about in the same time. I think this is 2018 or something. No, it's way earlier. It's 2014, 2015 maybe.
When he sort of popped.
Yeah, and at the same time, Vice was a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
And I think they made the first interview with him.
Really?
Like over Skype. I think. And they did a show in Malmo, which was like one of the first shows ever, I think. And I saw that show because we were all like, "Oh my god, this guy is not real,"
So you guys thought that too?
I mean, we were into the kind of question, like, is this a joke or is he actually like trying to be a white rapper doing like Lil B stuff?
Yeah.
Just this whole bucket hat drugs things, because
Yeah.
And that's how it started, I guess. Like everyone just wondering if it was real or not, and then it turned out to be real, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he did that for a long time. I mean, obviously here he's like the hometown hero.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
And it's all. I mean, I have another thesis. I have another theory that. Before him doing interviews, like international, the kids were not speaking Swinglish.
Okay.
And I think that the whole sad boy thingy changed how kids today talk English.
Really?
Because before then, everybody was talking like this. It was cool to kind of sound American. There's like two camps in Sweden.
Like a valley girl?
Either you talk like this in the English class with the teacher, or you talk like this. That's kind of how we talked when we were in high school.
Mall voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were two versions. There were never this one who spoke like this, when it was very clear that you are Swedish, speaking English.
So that was...
But Young Lean always talked like that in interviews. It was like, "Hello, my name is Young Lean. I'm from Stockholm."
So that's honestly how he is.
Yeah, that's how they all talk. But that is also now how everyone talks.
I see.
In at least the younger people.
Wow.
They don't even bother to. It's like a French accent thing.
Okay.
They don't even bother to trying to hide where they're from now. And I think that's
cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know if it's cool or not, but it's definitely language has.
So you're saying
changed.
they're not imitating. They're just like, this is how we are.
Yeah, they're just trying to be themselves, I guess.
I think that is cool.
I don't know if that answers your question, but he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And he has been doing the same thing, and I guess that's respectable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're doing like punk.
He's got different sounds.
Yeah, he's got like 3 or 4 projects that are really good. That kind of...
There was another interview I saw with him like a year or two ago. And it was that, you know, that guy on the subway in New York who like just holds up a little mic and you sit there and you get
hot takes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did that, and it was another like crack in my wall, my defenses. Because he sounded like, damn. Yeah. It was like, shit, maybe I've been wrong.
Yeah. But that's maturing, you know.
Yeah,
so
for
just
sure.
Like,
We
just
all
understand
sound
that shit. I'm not. I don't know that much about the world anymore. Like, I guess it's okay to like some things.
Yeah. But I'll be interested to see where he goes now that he's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean he's been on top for a while.
Yeah, and I think it's great that like the hometown has like a big hero in that world.
Yeah, it's good. It's like a Batman.
Yeah,
we have one of the top ones.
Because it's funny seeing. I've seen like people here that like work in the industry, and I've been in the room where like young leans there, and there still are like full grown adults that like kind of can't. They're like turned mechanical as soon as he's right there, and he's being what I can see is like fairly normal, and they're like grown people.
Yeah, the adults kind of want to be his friend.
I would imagine
for career purposes.
I would imagine he's like quite a gatekeeper for people in their brains.
But the kids are like, I think that he is kind of like Batman to them, you know, because he.
In what sense?
No, but I mean, the whole style, the aesthetic, the whole, you know, there's like a whole dressing style. What do you call it? Like a fashion style?
Yeah.
Named after them, like Drainer.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
I heard the Drain Gang.
Yeah, that's the whole
a
like
visual aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how not only the 25-year-olds dress.
Yeah.
They was kind of raised on, adapting that style, but now the young kids are also dressing like that. Like the 12-year-olds in my shop.
No way.
Yeah, and they're like,
what's that look?
To him, he's a god.
What's that look? Because not all Americans are going to have.
It's kind of like the Y2K aesthetic mixed with like emo and
hats from the
streetwear, kind of. It could be like a Bathing Ape T-shirt with D-squared jeans.
Okay.
Like skinny pants all of a sudden, and then high top sneakers and like a weird ironic beanie.
Yeah.
And then just looks like you're doing drugs basically.
Yeah.
One character that is a good example is like Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
You remember him? Yeah. You dress like you skate for Osiris, basically.
Okay, you're like a DC Osiris guy.
Yeah, but it's not that rap. It's kind of the later stage, like 2005 Osiris.
Yeah. I mean, I do see that look on some of the skate kids here for sure. It's very noticeable. Yeah. I don't know if it's hit in the States, but because I'm not there, but
whether you like it or not, he has done a lot for the culture here.
When I saw him at your shop, I was impressed by the fact that he was rolling with, I mean, he's like as famous as Kanye almost, and he's just like in your store. Everybody's got something they want to say. Everyone's being nice, but they're like, they got that desperate energy.
Yeah, definitely.
And he was at your shop just hanging out for an event and like supporting, buying stuff.
Yeah, but that's because it's a small town still.
Sure,
people know each other.
But
here.
That's good.
Yeah,
he
and
showed
it's nice
up for you guys and your project with the Bassett girls.
His little sister.
Still.
Shout out Miriam. She's also a listener.
But it's like the weight I got some weight. I'm going to throw it at this because I like these guys and like I'm showing support. It's just good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like, I guess I love this guy.
It's nice here. I mean, I always imagined that if I were to become famous like that, I would try to do the same thing. To stay in my hometown and like
everybody thinks that it's easy to not do.
Yeah, but it's hard to do. Like what are some good examples? Keanu Reeves, good example.
Theoretically, I think
he's amongst men still.
Yeah.
Or who else do we got? Like
there's not many
like these super famous people walking the streets.
There's not. I mean, it's hard. It's like
Bill Murray is kind of like that.
Kind of, but he's also like a traveling space alien.
Yeah,
like he's in his own extra. Like he takes that and then adds Bill Murray to it.
Yeah,
where it sort of feeds back.
But you get what I mean.
No, it's like an idea. You're like, I would never change. I would be right there. I'll help build the thing, and then everyone's like, yeah, I got a meeting in like a plane to catch. And it's great when you can see people that are still there.
Yeah.
On the ground floor with the peasantry.
For sure. But that's, I think, if you've been battling mental health, I think that you quickly kind of understand that staying in the present and staying in the life that you once had, instead of leaving it to towards Hollywood and all, all that, the finer rooms.
Was that one of his things? He went through depression or something?
Yeah.
I know he
had a tough time.
Quit playing with drugs and alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Which is great.
Wonderful.
Well, that was my ode to Young Lean.
Well, I'm
my glazing and
sure he will
gushing.
be pleased that you're no longer gonna.
I'm no longer
assault him.
Ready to stab him, jab him right in the gut.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm happy that you're now one of us. You like him.
Yeah.
I found a map.
Oh yeah.
I found the map. The map almost. In the previous episode, we spoke about Vecta and the Guardian, the superhero that I interviewed.
I was not ready for that whole
with
story.
My friend, and when we were done, I kind of felt like I wasn't really done. I was wondering what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still active? Maybe he's still patrolling. I don't know. Because he disappeared for a while, but you never know with these guys.
They're in the shadows.
They never, they're in the shadows waiting.
One last job.
Yeah. One last villain to stop. But, so I was Googling him, and then I found a weird website called, there's a Wikipedia for everything. Almost.
Yeah, there's specific.
There's photo.wikipedia. For cameras or fruits, I guess. Anything.
Birds.
But then I found the real life superhero wiki.
All right.
And I thought that we could go through this together. Just, scout it a little bit, see what we find.
Mm-hmm. See where not to commit villainous assaults on the cities.
Exactly, and so we can warn our criminal friends out there.
Yep.
Don't go here.
Don't come around here, brother.
Okay, let's see here.
Cool.
So this is the main page.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a world map of all current real life superheroes, the active ones.
Okay.
So when they're done fighting crime, I guess they report it, or if no one sees them for a couple of months, then they're no longer here.
Mm.
So I was thinking that we could just scroll around a little bit.
Yeah.
I noticed that in Japan, there's a lot of them.
Got to be some active members.
Yeah. Here's the world map.
Okay, big in North America.
North America, you can see here.
Wow. Oh, the closer you get, the more pop up. So there's way more. There's a guy in Alaska. Where's that, Juneau?
You want to look at the Alaska one?
Let's see, I bet you he's colorful.
Raven.
Oh, it's a her. Sorry to presume. Raven. What do you got for me, Raven?
And maybe you could read some of her stats here.
Okay. It has her dimensions, which I find a little superfluous.
There's not a lot of things here. Let's go back.
Okay, go back. Alaska's a simple place.
Raven is covering Alaska, so don't go there.
You're going to find, in a big city, someone's going to want to, broadcast bigger.
Let's go to some place weird. Spain, perhaps?
España.
What does it say? Now I can't see
Location. Oh, that's Madrid. And it's active. Status active. Thomas Mandrake.
Oh.
Tanu's Mandrake.
Yeah.
Oh, this dude's, yes.
He's on the roof.
He's on the roof of a skyscraper just casually catching rays.
He's lying on the edge of a building.
that is a scary
what does
picture.
it say here? Does it say any like stats?
It's got his dimensions, which I don't understand what that has to do with anything, because it's not like his height and his bust. Lying on the ledge of a building. Oh, that's like the dimensions of the image. Is there a bio?
But there should be some kind of like what he's using. Oh, here we go.
Weaponry.
For example, this guy, Grey Shadow.
Okay, where's he from?
He's up north England.
All right.
Alias Neo. Identity is secret.
Specializes in crime prevention, homeless outreach, East Lothian.
He's
He's
Scottish.
in Edinburgh.
Team.
Nice.
He's in the Astrals.
Okay.
So then you can see his affiliates right here.
Actions. Anonymous.
Gender. Oh, it's a her. Sorry.
Okay.
Gender is female.
So she calls the cops on stuff and helps homeless people. Gender, female, black boots. Oh, outfit, black boots, black jeans, black t-shirt, black jacket, black jumper, black and red mask with LED goggles. All right, sister. Equipment, cell phone, notepad and pen. The greatest weapon a cop has is a notepad and pen. A tablet, portable charger, torch, flashlight. Abilities, making Ethernet cables and hiding. I like it.
So that was more info.
Go to another one.
Yeah, let's see what's going on in London.
Like Siberia or something. Who's this guy?
Oh,
He looks
Knight.
like a big dog.
Oh, he's from the Isle of Wight.
The White Knight.
Oh hell yeah!
He's cool.
And then you press there.
Oh, and that's how.
Yeah.
Okay, so the White Knight.
That's his logo.
Identity secret. Alter ego not available. Category location Isle of Wight. Active status. He's part of the Justice Alliance initiative. Physical description male. Outfit motocross armor, helmet, goggles, gloves, utility belt, blue and black. Symbol is the WK for White Knight. He keeps his equipment and abilities on the low.
White Knight appeared on Facebook in December of 2018, announcing shortly thereafter that he had been made division commander of the JAYs in UK division. That must be
Alpha.
The Justice Alliance initiative.
Great.
I mean, he's there.
I wonder what's going on out there.
Let's find somebody fucked up.
There's an Australian. He's probably juicy.
Australia? Oh.
He's probably something to chew on.
Oh
okay,
my God.
yeah,
Captain
bro.
Australia.
Captain Australia. How did I guess? Okay, let's get into it.
Fuck yeah. Look at him.
Hey, he looks like an older gent too.
Yeah. What's going on here though?
His symbol, his like chest logo is just an @ sign. Okay.
Category crime. He's from Brisbane, Australia.
Alter ego Simon Harvey, Brisbane. Status active. Foes. His foe is crime. Actions crime fighting. Gender male. Outfit green hoodie with yellow winglets. Colors green, white, yellow. Symbol an appersat, which is the @ symbol for all you TikTokers. Utility belt. Mace, not like the medieval mace, but he's just got some pepper spray for that ass. And then he's got a Swiss Army knife, first aid kit, Army canteen, flashlight, iPhone with GPS and camera. He's up to date with the tech. Affinity with animals and photographic memory. He sounds pretty trusty.
But he is slightly older. I wonder what he's like,
he's got the
close combat.
The wisdom. He might have dad rage.
Yeah.
That might be an ability that you often overlooked, but comes in pretty.
He uses his photographic memory to like bring back times when his kids fought him.
He just has that dad muscle rage.
He's cool. Let's go ahead and go to Japan maybe. Yeah, should we do that?
Like a shinobi kind of character.
Because here we have a lot.
I mean, they're probably literally holding a katana.
Look, they're like perfectly set up.
Is that Tokyo
as well.
right there?
No, Tokyo is Tokyo.
What's the one?
Isn't that Tokyo?
I feel like they just dress like
this
anyway.
They're in a circle. Risk Runner.
Okay.
Osaka this is.
Get in there. Risk Runner.
Oh, it's so cool.
Probably they gotta have the coolest outfits.
Yeah, of course.
Japanese really know how to do it.
Where did
you did something over here?
Did I just press?
It was always like in the left under the photo somewhere. Is where
maybe
you kept touching.
No.
Oh, he might be too low profile.
Is that it? See, he's not taking any risks.
The triads are in China, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Yakuza
Stark
is the Japanese.
Oh,
mafia.
he's so cool.
What's this fucking guy's name? Crimson Fist. Yes. And his jacket is like a racing motorcycle jacket.
Why can't we see anything more than... no, I pressed here.
Yeah, you're on the left side of the screen, and then you get like the bottom.
Oh, here we go. Right. Look, this is his crew.
Hero Stark.
This is the... Oh my god, that's so cool.
Which one's your dog?
I mean, Stark looks the most aggressive, but this kid as well.
The guy on the left seems like he's half in, half out.
Hybrid Jokers, is that them? Crimson Fist, that must be the gang.
That's the crew. But go back to the guy we were looking at. Let's
Stark.
check him out. Category Community Service, Osaka. The Hybrid Jokers, and then the affiliate is Greenpeace.
Okay. Oh, it's like an environmental. I like Stark.
Outfit black and blue. Tokusatsu. Hero suit. Colors black and metallic blue. Symbol none.
He's got an Instagram account.
Oh.
I guess that... Oh, fuck. Yes, submit. Submit.
Let us back in.
I guess all of those guys are in Osaka then, the Hybrid Jokers. So let's go ahead and go to... Is this Tokyo?
I feel like Tokyo's like this way, but...
Spark?
Get in there.
No, Oita. I've never seen... He's pretty cool.
He's telling you what's happening. He's like, you don't do that again. He's pointing. He's wagging his finger. Okay.
I mean, there's not a lot of info.
Well, they can't give out everything.
Okay, let's...
But what I want to know is if you can like...
be Tokyo then.
You know how like the Three Amigos, they they send a letter saying, can you come help us? The great Three Amigos.
Skull... Oh, I thought it said Skull Crusher.
Can you contact these guys for help? Dude, imagine just walking on the street with a cup of coffee and that guy's like guarding. All right, get into his bio.
Skull Rouser.
Oh,
please, information.
Tokyo Community Service status active.
Nexus Forever is his team.
Alias Skull Warrior.
They clean litter in the streets and waterways of Tokyo.
Community litter cleanups. That's one of his actions. Equipment litter picker. So he looks like he's ready to take on anybody in Mortal Kombat.
He wants to crush skulls.
Primary focus is crushing trash.
Thrash breakers.
Get in there. Get in there immediately.
That's Skull Rushers.
That's the crew.
It must be. This guy looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
Click the button.
Wait. No, that's Crimson Fist. Thrash breakers. I guess that's just the gang.
Can you contact these people?
Purification. Oh.
Whoa. Wowie. Okay.
Okay. That's... I think that's going to go on a mug. The purification.
What?
Purification superhero.
He's got to explain
Okay, what's going on with
right.
Puro?
Alias Joker. His name is Purification. Identity secret. Category community service. Tokyo. Status active. Male. Outfit. Clown outfit. Colors. Rainbow. Equipment. Litter picker. So they're cleaning the streets up very literally.
Damn, they're so cool.
But can you get these guys like, hey, I got a problem. Can you come help? Is there like a reach out service?
If there's like a bat signal?
That's essentially, what I should have said.
Somebody in Africa?
Let's go south. That's actually South America. It's not Africa.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
It's a similar shape, though.
Yeah.
Is there anybody down the sub-Saharan?
He's in Para, in Brazil.
Let's get in there.
Which means stop as well.
Para.
Stop, man.
What's his name?
Para Man.
What
does he do?
Okay.
Can you please just read this with a cool voice?
Oh, okay. So this is his history. I truly walk throughout the city and times to other states, but in my city, I make videos showing how the situation of people who have no voices is. I am the voice of them. Show the disaster in health and education, in public safety and basic sanitation, which is precious. Making new families suffer with all of this, and those who suffer more with it are our children. That's pretty noble. His actions brings awareness to social and environmental issues. Outfit, a red, and some of the translations are a little choppy, but he's got a symbol on his chest, mesh eye goggles, body armor, red, blue, symbol, stylized P with a circle, equipment not available. Abilities, MMA, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Shaolin, and First Aid.
This is what I was looking for. It seems like no one fights, but he could fight.
He claims he can.
I mean, he's in Brazil.
He claims he can.
Do you think he goes to the favela just like...
I mean, if he's got a YouTube channel or Instagram, like, he's probably doing something kind of positive, like showing... Yeah. Hopefully it's not like poverty porn, but it's like showing... Well, we got to fix some of this
That's
stuff.
it. Okay, let's go to New York then.
Yeah, let's do the last one.
Last one, yeah, because this is...
And then you'll find my page.
Where are we going? Exactly. Just Vigilante Chris.
This whole thing was leading... The entire concept of the show is a lead
Where is New York?
New York is like in this little zone right there.
Brunswick?
So there's like a Staten Island guy and...
That's Method Man.
Brooklyn. And then there's downtown Manhattan. Let's see what's going on there.
New York Initiative.
Let's get in there.
That sounds boring. I want to see more.
I guess it's... Oh, there's a couple in Brooklyn.
Devil. Bones. Oh,
get in there.
He looks
go,
cool.
go.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got serious access to costume. All right. Vital statistics. Hero is named Bones, alias Bones with like a Greek lettering.
He's a cyber guy.
Identity secret. Location Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn in the house. Team New York Initiative. Affiliates Apex and Berryville and Devil. Oh, those are his boys.
Yeah.
Outfit styles.
Or girls, remember.
Boys meaning homies.
Yeah, true.
Abilities, medical student, parkour practitioner. So he's probably fit and he
but
can
what
probably
about the cyber division?
Stop a choking.
He's a member of the NYI's
New York Initiative.
Cyber division.
So he's like a hacker.
Gallery? No, that's it.
Oh, dude.
Okay, I just wanted to find someone who like actually fights. Sig.
Let's get a Sig.
What's the other one? Let's do one more. Apex. Oh, he looks pretty aggressive. He looks strong.
Specialty, throwing people.
Yeah, exactly. Just like breaking bones. They're fairly new, this gang. 2021 they started.
Right during COVID. That's actually when everything went fucking haywire in New York. So.
Ex-military?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fencing, survival, navigation, topography, and archery. He looks like a guy you want to stand next to when the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Good crew photo.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of their girlfriends.
Yeah. She has the mark of chaos.
Nice.
That's gangster. Well, okay, I guess this is...
That was cool. You could dive in there. You could go deep.
Yeah, and if you want to go into the whole superhero thingy, it's wiki.rlsh.com.
Yeah, that's good.
Oof,
that is
Jesus.
a world. That is a world.
Yeah. Well, that was my thing.
I think that was a fun topic. Well, we did episode 11, and we have forgotten to mention our sponsor. I hope still is our sponsor.
We'll see when we go there to Bondegatan 58.
Yeah, if they shut us down. Chow na. Because I've built a great appetite.
Yeah.
For feasting. And I might even try a cold beer next time we go.
Oh, yeah. Because they have cold beers.
Cold, icy, large.
And also wine. They got a new fridge. I saw it.
Well stocked.
Being placed in there.
Nice.
Yeah. Sometimes I drink a Singo. You know this soda?
Single bottle of wine.
Singo.
Zingo. No.
It's like a Fanta, the European Fanta.
Okay.
Very tasty. They have that.
Get down there, Chow Na. They get the outdoor chairs for the Dons and the Capos.
Yes.
Where you can stand there. You can sit there all day as long as you keep eating, and you can accept packages and tributes from the garbage men that come by with the gifts.
True.
And the payments.
And also dumplings.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Very tasty dumplings with plum sauce. Sweet plum sauce.
They had a good beef broth soup of some kind, like a ramen or a pho, kind of a Thai pho.
Doesn't this make you hungry?
It was cracking. But that was a great episode.
Wonderful. And check out our merch shop. Become a supporter. All the links are in our Instagram.
Yes, and we're always putting up more stuff. Per is a busy graphic designer who can't control his talents. They just flow out of him.
I need to create t-shirts for you guys. So go and get one. It means a lot.
Yes, it does. It helps us with little things.
I saw that one of your old friends bought one.
Big Mike Costa from Staten Island. Loved that guy. He was my old dentist and my old college bestie. I think we were roommates, but I can't remember. But he's an incredible guy from Staten Island.
Yeah. I mean, he supported us. Yeah. So why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think that's it, guys. See you next week.
Thank you very much.